everyone. I'm Stacey Evoy, a London-based realtor, and super humbled to be your 2022 president of AREA. YPN is near and dear to me. I was the chair 2 years ago and passed the torch to James, who has done amazing things with YPN. I couldn't be happier with all of the successes that YPN's had over the last 2 years. I'm sure you've had the chance to check out the Master Series, which James has taken from infancy to it just being such an amazing thing, with lots of people tuning in each and every time to hear amazing guest speakers. So I really want to congratulate James and the YPN on that great achievement. It's awesome to be here today, along with James, to present this year's YPN Award winners for their outstanding contributions to AREA and to their own communities. With that, I'd like to pass it over to your chair, James Malonis, to introduce the award winners. James?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stacey. I am thrilled to announce this year's YPN Leadership Award winners and to have a conversation with them about their achievements. I'd also like to thank everybody who applied and nominated their peers for their awards. We had perhaps the highest number of strong candidates for the awards this year, which made it a challenge for the selection panel to name only 3 winners. The recipients were chosen based on their dedication to their communities, commitment to leadership, and professional development. So let's get to it. Our first recipient is Alyssa Ismail. Alyssa is from Kingsville, Ontario, sits on the Windsor-Essex County Association of Realtors Board and the We Car Arbitration, Bylaw, and Public Relations Committee. She's also a founding member of the Kingsville Rotary Club and is highly involved with it, as well as other community organizations. Congratulations, Alyssa.
Thank you so much, James, for the kind words.
Of course. Our next recipient is from Ottawa, and he sits on the MLS Technology Committee for the Ottawa Real Estate Board, along with AREA's YPN Committee. He's an in-man ambassador, organized an Ottawa clothing drive, volunteered with the Ottawa Mission, Paddle for Miracles, and founded the Ottawa Real Estate 2.0 networking group. Congratulations to Matt Richling.
Thank you so much, James. I appreciate everything.
And now our third recipient is from Toronto. He is a tireless advocate of YPN, sitting on the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board YPN Committee and TREB's Women in Real Estate Task Force. He's a former mortgage agent, current broker owner, and real estate lawyer. Congratulations to Ricky Rathore.
Thanks, James. It's an honor and a privilege.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I am so proud to have all 3 of you here with us today, and I'm excited to get into this and get to know more about your experiences and your insights. So I have so many questions, and let's dive right in. So let's start off with Alyssa. How long have you been a realtor, and how did you get involved in the profession?
I've been a realtor for 7 years. I got into the profession just by speaking with other now colleagues in the industry and really liking what they were saying, finding it very interesting. So I decided to pivot and make a career change, and I've never looked back.
Awesome. I love to hear that. How about you, Matt? I know you specialize in Ottawa condos, but how long have you been in the profession and what led you to it?
Yeah, I've been in the business about 15 years now, and it was my aunt. My aunt said, "Hey, have you ever thought about this?" And at the time, I was nowhere near thinking about a professional career in anything. So, the ability not to have a boss really appealed to me. But funny how that worked out.
Yeah, I can relate to that. And Ricky, over to you. So tell us about your journey, not only being a realtor, but also being a lawyer and a mortgage broker.
Sure thing, James. So I got started back in 2006, 2007. So I've been around for almost 15 or 16 years now. I got into the industry because my dad said, we need to sell, we need to buy. So go out and get your qualification, help your family. Eventually you got to move out. You can help yourself. And in doing that, for a long part of my career, I was dealing with clients that were of a certain mindset and had certain requirements. Once I started servicing a different type of clientele, I found that there were gaps in the industry, and I pursued my mortgage agent qualification as well as the legal to not only be able to provide better services, but also to help fill those gaps and create a new standard.
Since I have you here, you and I have served at TREB's YPN together, and I know you're a tireless advocate for YPN, but why is the Young Professionals Network so important to you?
It's really important to me because our commitment to the profession directly correlates into how consumers perceive us. And I think being connected at that level with the organizations, with different members, it only helps advance standards further and further. And at the end of the day, I do what I do now to continue to advance the standards of the profession so that we can foster confidence from consumers, so that we can continue to provide services that are truly valuable and unparalleled.
Spoken like a true leader. I want to switch gears for a second. Alyssa, what led you to get involved in the Rotary Club, as well as the broader community? And I want to ask you a second question on top of that when you're done.
Sure. So Rotary is something that I've just been involved in personally, like in my community. It was something that was brought to my attention, and I just felt like it really hit home. It's really an organization. As much as it's global, it can be really centralized locally to your community. And I just find that when we give back to where we live, it's just so rewarding.
Love that. And my follow-up question to that is, what is your most memorable volunteer endeavor?
I would say currently it's actually an event that's going to be coming up, but we did it last year as well. And COVID threw us a little bit of a curveball, so we had to pivot. But we started a community cleanup in our area. Basically, we have teams from all over, locally, different businesses and schools and all of that. And we just bring the community together to clean up our parks and our trails and all of that. The waterfront, it's a big thing here. And it just gives everybody a sense of accomplishment, and it really beautifies our town. And then this year is the first year we're actually going to be able to host everybody as a thank you afterwards at a little event. So to have some fellowship and all of that. So I'm super excited for it. And I'm glad we were still able to do it last year, and that we've, progressed it again further this year.
Truly inspiring. Matt, you've done so much in your community and you're a super busy guy, but how do you choose what opportunities to pursue?
I this year I started saying yes to a lot of things. It was one of those where I found that when you hear people talking, everyone's saying no, say no, say no. Be very strict with your time. But there's a lot of opportunities out there. I find if you just say yes and you kind of open your mind and get a little strict with your time, and you're able to do more, and it all comes back. So
yeah, I love that last line. It all comes back. So. Great answers so far, guys. I do want to keep going. I have a few more I want to ask you, and I'm going to lob this to the three of you, and anyone can answer at any given time. What piece of advice would you give to new realtors?
I can start if you want.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I would just say my best piece of advice would just be to keep on pushing and keep on moving forward. A lot of times when you're just getting started, if you haven't built up your network yet and, your contacts and that, it's a little bit of a slower start, but just keep pushing, keep moving forward, make sure that your quality standards there and that your integrity is there, and you will naturally just continue to grow your business.
Love that. Ricky, you're going to say something?
Yeah, I mean, very similar sentiment. You got to keep pushing on, and never forget why you started. 9 out of the 10 realtors that I'm interviewing that want to come and work at our office, they all got good grades. They all wanted to do it for the right reasons, and it's tough in this business because this business doesn't reward competence and academic excellence. It rewards already successful realtors, and when you're starting out, it can be very challenging to build your business up. And it's a commitment. You've got to keep focused and you've got to keep grinding away, because eventually things do click if you've got the right mindset.
Absolutely agree.
My big two that I've got are pay your taxes, put that money aside, because every agent gets caught with that one. And then two, my main one is really to try everything. You've got to figure out what your voice is, and you got to figure out what you enjoy doing in this business. There's 1,000 different ways to do it. So try everything. Go door knocking, go on TV, do this, do that, get radio ads, do whatever you can do just to try something new and find out what you enjoy doing and how you would enjoy to do this business.
Great answers, guys. Matt, you've also talked about the importance of persistence on one of the Master Series episodes. So can you just reiterate why it's so important to never give up?
Well, because you never know what's around the corner. And so many of the things that we do as agents, they take time. And it's, in this business, so many people are chasing quick money or overnight success. And it's, it takes years. You want to do a good website, that doesn't just happen. It takes years to rank well, right? And so anything you do, you want to be, James in the city, it takes years to build that following up. So at the end of the day, you just got to keep going. And like Ricky said, know why you're in the business and to keep pushing forward.
There's a reason why the three of you are here today. You guys have nailed some really solid answers, and I think reiterated what a lot of people in the YPN community need to hear. But I want to keep going because this question is something that I've been questioning myself lately. And I'm going to lob it out, answer it at any given time. But looking back, if you could do anything in your career or life differently, what would you do? Matt, you're smiling. Let's start with you.
All right. I'd start volunteering sooner. All right. I think we get into this business focused on the results. We get in this business focusing on the paycheck, which we need to do. And we forget that there's this whole world outside of the brokerage office four walls that are open to us, right? Whether it's organized real estate or in your community. And so just volunteering and giving back in any of those avenues, I would have started way sooner if I could have.
Agreed. Alyssa?
Personally, I would have gotten involved with my local association sooner. I wasn't aware at the time of all of the, the advantages of that, and just through the networking and really mentorship with some different agents and everything, you meet so many people, you can bounce ideas off of them, and they really become part of your sphere. So I wish I got involved with them sooner. I'm very thankful that I'm there now, and it's been fantastic. But I would definitely encourage new agents to go to those AGMs and all of that, and really connect with those individuals.
Absolutely. And let's follow this up with Ricky.
Yeah, I think those answers really resonate with the same sort of advice I would give. The only thing that I would say on top is that don't regret anything you do. The experiences that we go through in this profession and in life in general, they make us who we are. And you've got to be able to look back on those things and learn from them, and hopefully continue to make the difference that you're trying to make. But definitely being involved connects you with really incredible people. And it's that connection in this business that sometimes is a huge motivation, especially when it's not so straightforward. Being able to reach out to a network outside of your brokerage is really important.
And it's that network of like-minded individuals who are probably struggling with the same thing you are. So I love hearing these answers. Alyssa, I'm also interested to know, what is your favorite part about being a realtor?
I think my favorite part is that every day is different. I worked in the tourism industry before I got into real estate, and everything was kind of, same day in, day out. I like the flexibility. I like talking to people, just kind of being out and about, but mostly that every day is different. You're constantly meeting new people. I definitely enjoy that.
Love hearing that. Let's go to Ricky for this one. What are your favorite ways to build and maintain your network?
So building and maintaining networks, I do by connecting with new people, by being a part of different organizations and groups. And for me, it's really important that I'm constantly networking and meeting people, because it expands my mindset, expands what I am learning on a day-to-day basis. A big part of why I really like working in real estate is that I'm never going to be the smartest person in the room. It's a cliche to say, but in any business, in my opinion, whether it's me as a lawyer or as a broker of record or me acting as an agent, I'm only as good as my last deal. And knowing that I can connect with people is going to continue to help me level up and grow into being the best person that I can be in this profession.
I wish I could high five you with that answer. That's just kind of what I think everyone needs to hear. And then since we're on the topic of volunteering, Matt, what are the biggest benefits of volunteering to you? Or sorry, for you, I should say.
Yeah, I think it's the relationships. I think a lot of this business is relationship based, and the benefits are those relationships. Obviously, there's the personal reward that you get from helping someone else. But at the end of the day, the relationships that we gain and that we're able to, develop through doing the activities that we do, that I wouldn't have gotten these any other way, right? So those relationships for me are one of the best things that you can look at for me at least. So.
I love that. I keep saying I love that, but it's true. Like, I love what you guys are saying. There's a reason why you were selected to be here. You guys are all industry leaders and YPN leaders. And this is the reason why we're here today, is because we're celebrating the Young Professionals Network Awards for AREA. And I want to end on this note for everyone. What does winning the YPN Award mean to you, Ricky?
So for me, it means that the things that I've done, whether it's for myself and advancing myself as a professional and taking extra courses, or me giving back to the realtor community or the community in general, it reinforces that I'm doing the right sort of things. And it's not going unnoticed to the effect that it is making an impact. And I think for me, that's really satisfying, knowing that I am making a difference, and I'm going to continue to push on making that difference because I love this profession. I love this industry. And I want to safeguard it as much as I can and make it better every single day.
Absolutely. Alyssa, the same question.
So I think Ricky hit the nail on the head. He really put it so eloquently, how we probably all feel. And we don't do it for the recognition, but it is nice to be recognized, and we appreciate that. So thanks, James.
Thank you, Alyssa. And Matt, I'm going to close us off with you. Same question. What does winning the YPN Leadership Award mean to you?
Well, I can't say it any better than the two of them have said. But to further it, that it was chosen from our peers, right? And I think that's just a big thing in my mind, that it reflects what we've done and what we've been able to do, and that we're on the right path, and that we should continue doing it, and that it hopefully inspires other people to do that as well. So,
guys, I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, I'm inspired sitting here. I wish we were in person, and I can't wait to hopefully get together at Boost in November this year. But Alyssa, Matt, and Ricky, thank you for taking the time to chat with us. You are all so deserving of the YPN Leadership Awards. Guys, I hope we can get to Boost in November this year and we can celebrate in person. But everybody, please join me in congratulating the winners of the 2022 YPN Leadership Awards: Alyssa Ismail, Matt Richling, and Ricky Rathore. All right, guys, before we sign off, let's see your awards. Matt, Ricky, Alyssa, please show us your YPN Leadership Award. Again, I am so proud of the three of you. Thank you for inspiring me, for inspiring YPN, and inspiring your fellow peers.